So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well read, nice interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Valverde. And here's Vinicius Junior. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has been cut short. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf, but
takes a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
That was lovely, that.
Oh, sweet feet. He's played it long, and that has left him in a heap. Rudiger. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Vinicius Junior, played back. Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And here's Vinicius Junior, driving through the middle. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. No, he's just misjudged that one. And that's put paid to a promising move. Madrid look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Now that looks a decent ball. Alexander-Arnold. Some front-footed pressing going on here.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Vinicius Junior looking to get on the end of this. Shot, surely! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. He's tried one! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Valverde pinches it off him. Valverde. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it's Valverde. Valverde unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Vinicius Junior. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he's going to have his name taken.
He just can't argue with that. He could have been booked for an earlier incident too.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Oh, it's a great ball here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the pass is intercepted. And he's forced to go back. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold making good progress on the right-hand side. Now Eder Militao. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior powering forward here. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. Mbappe! Well read, and the danger is averted. Mbappe into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And it's Valverde. And here's Mbappe. And the half-time whistle goes. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Quickly taken. Aimed beyond the defence. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Eder Militao. And it's Tchouaméni. Howson. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Bellingham has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off. Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. He's having a shot! Valverde. Bellingham. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's Valverde. Shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid have their second corner now. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was close. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Rudiger. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
He's a sharp little ball here. Pass is just off target.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Camavinga knocks it into space, and here's Mbappe. Brahim Diaz! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's going to go a long way.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And it's Tchouaméni. And he's intervened well there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Carvajal. Chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Tchouaméni. Now he's off and running. And here's Mbappe.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Vinicius Junior. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. No way he was going to let him past. Tchouaméni.
When you're struggling for numbers, you try to create that defensive compactness and conserve energy, but fatigue begins to play a much bigger role, and it may well yet make all the difference here.
That pass has been well intercepted. Brahim Diaz.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Mbappe.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Mendy tries to play it through, but shot a goal! In he goes again. Madrid take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Eder Militao calmly anticipates. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that list.
Shoots! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Alexander-Arnold. Might be dangerous. Can he finish? No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time. That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Played with finesse.
Valverde really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's not got that quite right. And the counter is on. And it's Bellingham. In with the challenge. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And here's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Vinicius Junior is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Alexander-Arnold tries to pass it through. Vinicius Junior picks it up out wide. And that could well leave a mark. Howson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eder Militao is fouled. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Well, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Chouameni, it's a sharp pass. Just eases him off the ball. Valverde. Now it's Bellingham. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Just a whisker away. Alexander-Arnold. Pass somewhat off target. Threads one in. It's a promising position. Oh, that's nice. Can he get it through? In by... Big chance! And it's in! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Can he get on the end of this? Played towards the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And it's made its way to him. He's got away. And that is expertly dealt with. Chouameni. Valverde. And it's Valverde. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Madrid are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, it's just a little long. Vinicius Junior has created one goal already. Valverde. Chouameni. Bellingham. Well, they can break here. Aimed beyond the defence. Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? It's played through for him. He's free, he has got space. And it's Valverde. That is lovely. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vinicius Junior looking to get on the end of this. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition.
Shot, surely! Vinicius Junior with a beautifully timed run. Valverde. It's a threatening ball. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Alexander-Arnold. There will be a throw-in.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Great defending, strong and determined. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Ah, that's a fine interception. Carvajal. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Bellingham. He's a sharp little ball here. Mendy. Now what about a counter-attack? Now it's Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Driving through the middle. Oh, good spread. Sweat hits a shot! Really well taken goal. And they're back in front. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Madrid go into the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Good ball over the top. Climbs up big! He should have put that one away.
Vinicius Junior really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
That's an imaginative pass. Well read, and the danger is averted.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That is Diaz. Now this could be a chance. He slid in and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's clever. Lovely ball and a real... And the finish! Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's played this time, surely! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Madrid could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a key component, particularly in teams that play on the counter. OK, you have the pace and the overlapping, but add to that his excellent work ethic, deliveries and his willingness to get back and cover. All qualities I really like. And then there's a whole array of flair.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. In with the challenge.
Shifted it to the flank. He's found the way through. Now the ball in. And it's claimed by the keeper. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Valverde. Now it's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. He's having a shot! Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. He has a look up.
Vinicius Junior. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Bellingham! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Can he get it through?
And he was alert to it. Valverde could move up a gear here.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
And he's going to have his name taken.
He's not got that quite right. So we're still where we started right now. Bellingham.
Oh, delightful ball.
Well-timed, excellent interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not.
Shoots! He scored! First blood drawn.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And the shot!
They've got to be quick to recover this.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Valverde, he's in a great position here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good take in a good area. Valverde. Valverde.
Vinicius Junior.
He's being urged to shoot.
Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Oh, no joy this time. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Valverde. That's a little off target. Valverde. Madrid looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Tchouaméni, and it's Valverde, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be a throw-in. Tchouaméni, now he's got space here. Bellingham, and he welcomes it in. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. That is good alertness. Alexander-Arnold, and it's Bellingham, aimed beyond the defence. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Knocks it into space. And he's heaved it away. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How was the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Madrid head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
That is a brilliant interception. Valverde, and they can counter here. Well, played right into his path. And he's running through. He's had a shot! He scores! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Valverde does well to get it back. Closing in on goal. And the shot! Goal! Right back in the game! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
The manager must...
It's in! And reclaimed it in a trice. Eder Militao, Bellingham might just make this. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Tchouaméni. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Strokes it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Chouameni showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Eder Militao gets over and intercepts. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Bellingham has created one goal already. Played out wide. Bellingham. Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's the chance to counter. More and more pressure on the ball here. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Great ball, and he's in here. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's shifting through the gears here. Goulet.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Goulet chooses to go back, and he's cut it out. Well, the runner's been... Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 8, el dorsal 18. Serán sustituidos
over to the other side.
El dorsal 15,
Mendy.
el dorsal 6, el dorsal 23.
And it's Camavinga.
Cambio de jugadores.
Goulet. Now that looks a decent ball. Takes a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And he's had it nicked away. Arda Güler. I think we're just about done here. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose here. Wants to play it, and he's had a hit. And he has kept it out somehow.
Chouameni clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Howson spots it and intercepts. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Taken back almost at once. And that will be the final act. Madrid proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Vinicius Junior claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the manager still looks as if he has a thing or two to be said, but I think inside he's got to be very, very happy. It's a result business after all, and you can't ask for more on that front. He might already be thinking ahead now.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.